This Tony. Way guy, welcome back to Nighttime Tales. It's late, and you, yes you, look like you've had one of those days again. The kind where even scrolling feels like cardio. And your thoughts are noisier than your notifications. But hey, at least you made it here. That's something. Tonight's story, it's not really a story. It's more like a quiet walk through the kind of silence that listens back. You're tired, and that's okay. You don't have to fix anything right now. You don't even have to make sense of where you are. Just take a breath. No, a real one. In through the nose, slow, out through the mouth. That's it. And before we float too far into the night, do me a favor. Take a moment to like the video and subscribe, but only if your thumb still remembers how to move. It's free cardio for your phone, promise. So before you get too comfy, grab your blanket, lower the brightness, and maybe tell me in the comments where you're listening from and what time it is there. I love seeing those little dots of light across the world. It reminds me we're not as alone as we think. Now lean back, let your shoulders drop. The world can wait a minute. Tonight we drift together, between thought and dream, between earth and something quietly divine. And now the fan hums softly. The air bends around your breath, and the night stretches its quiet arms around you. You feel lost, but heaven still knows your name. The room around you fades into something half real. Shadows stretch along the walls, curling like soft ink over the corners. The city outside murmurs, distant traffic. A lone bark, the sigh of a passing train. You don't move. You just listen, letting the sound melt into the space behind your eyes. You wander in thought, not the kind of wandering that needs a destination, just the kind that lets you drift through the edges of your own story. You remember how you used to fill nights like this with plans, lists, goals, things you'd fix tomorrow, but somewhere along the way, tomorrow started looking like yesterday, and you forgot what today was even for. You stare at the ceiling. There's that one spot right above your bed, the one that somehow always knows your secrets. You trace the cracks with your eyes, the patterns like ancient constellations of old mistakes and new hopes. Scholars still argue whether ceiling stains are random or divine. Okay, maybe not scholars, but definitely the kind of people who stare at ceilings too long. It's strange, isn't it? You can scroll through 1,000 faces online, 1,000 how-to-be-happy tips, and still feel like you're invisible, like everyone else got the GPS coordinates for life, and yours just keeps saying recalculating. You remember that one night, yeah, that one, when you whispered into your pillow, asking if anyone was listening. Not friends, not family, not even yourself, just someone. And though nothing replied, something shifted. Maybe it was just the air conditioning, or maybe it was heaven leaning closer, just enough to hear your breath. There's an odd comfort in that idea, right? That somewhere, someone, or something knows your name. Your real name, not the one people shorten or mispronounce or forget. The one that isn't typed or tagged. The one that hums quietly in the space between your heartbeat and the world. You roll onto your side, feeling the bedsheet's coolness against your skin. The fan hums steady, rhythmic, almost like an old lullaby. For a second, you imagine you're drifting above yourself, watching the small version of you curled beneath the blanket. So human, so fragile, so endless. Outside, a cloud crosses the moon. Light shifts through your window like a sigh. Did you know that moonlight is technically sunlight, just softened by reflection? Scholars still argue whether that makes it borrowed beauty or disguised persistence. Maybe that's what you are tonight. Reflected light. Soft but real. Proof that something far away still reaches for you. A memory flickers. A classroom, maybe. Or a church. Someone once said your name out loud. Slowly, carefully, like it meant something sacred. You didn't know how to take it then. But now, lying in the dark, you feel that same vibration echoing deep in you. Every syllable of your name feels like a heartbeat you forgot belonged to you. You smile a little. You didn't expect to feel anything tonight. But here you are, half sad, half safe. That's okay. You don't need to sort it out. History says humans have always looked to the stars when they felt lost. Sailors, nomads, poets, people who wanted direction but found poetry instead. The North Star still shines because it stays still when everything else moves. Maybe you have a North Star too. Maybe it's not out there. But inside, the small voice that hums when the world goes quiet. You think of that voice now. It's gentle, not dramatic. It doesn't shout advice or quote scripture. It just stays. A constant, like the hum of that fan. The night deepens. You turn your head toward the window. There's a soft glow. Street light or maybe moonlight, who cares? What matters is that it's still there. The light hasn't gone anywhere, even if you stop noticing it for a while. You close your eyes. The edges of your thoughts start to blur. You think of every moment you thought you disappeared, every time you felt like you didn't belong, and realize that somehow you've survived every single one. Maybe that's not luck. Maybe that's grace. You're not sure what comes next. You don't have to be. For now, there's only breath, sound, and this tiny truth that settles inside you. You might feel lost, but you're still known. You shift slightly, letting the pillow cradle your head. Somewhere outside, an owl calls once. Soft, patient, unhurried. You imagine it watching from a branch, eyes wide, silent, certain. The world keeps spinning, even when you stop trying to control it.